Hey, Megan?
Hi, how are you?
Your voice is not at all what I expected. I mean, she must be pretty awesome, at least from Facebook.
Let me first start by telling you that I love Catfish. It's haunting, a bit disturbing, but this reality thriller will stay with you for a while, for a long time, actually.
Yeah, it's been almost 3 years for me, and it's still feel it every day.
Yeah. Now, tell us the history of the movie. I mean, I understand that it's almost like an accidental feature film, wasn't it?
Yeah, it happened by accident, and my brother and his filmmaking partner, Henry, they just sort of caught this amazing story in their lap. It started off as maybe sort of just a short film, or really just some clips that my brother was putting on a hard drive every now and then of this interesting and unusual online friendship that I had with a young girl in Michigan who was painting from my photographs. And it got a little bit more interesting when I started communicating with the rest of her family, and then more interesting when I started kind of flirting with her older sister, Megan, who was this very attractive, sexy young woman. And after 9 months of intense correspondence, the story sort of took a strange turn, and we all became a little suspicious and decided the only way to really find out what was going on for real was to go to Michigan and meet this family. So we showed up, cameras rolling, and uncovered a really shocking and kind of amazing truth.
If we met each other and the attraction exists in real life, like, it would be like instantaneous relationship.
When your film was bought first by Universal Pictures, what went through your head? I mean, did you really want for everyone to see your hunting experience?
You know, I thought maybe, you know, we'll get into Sundance, and then won't that be great? Some people will see the movie, and for my brother and Henry, who really want to make a career in filmmaking, it'll be great exposure, and maybe they'll get another project out of it. And then when they told us that everyone was talking about the film at Sundance and that we might end up selling it, I started to get a little nervous, because when you see the film, you'll understand that it's a very sort of personal, and in many ways it sort of exposes me very much as a, you know, human being. And I was a little nervous about it. And then, of course, we did sell it, and now it's coming out in theaters, and I've accepted it at this point, but it's still pretty strange to have a movie made about something that happens to you and have to watch it with people. I'm not sure that I completely recommend having that done if you haven't already.
Now, the movie has perfect timing. I mean, everyone's talking about The Social Network, but this is the other Facebook movie, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that our film, Catfish, and The Social Network go really well together. You know, I guess it's almost 10 years ago now that Facebook started, and it's become a phenomenon. I mean, it's really kind of out of control. And this film explores
The
how
effects
Facebook
of it.
is now. Social Network sort of gives you an idea of how it started. And I think the two go really well together, and we're thrilled and honored to be in the same sentence as a David Fincher movie.
So when I made that my Facebook profile picture, she really liked it and told me how like nice it was, and that she thought how nice it would be to put her head on my chest and fall asleep.
Be honest, do you still go online to get girls?
You know, I never intended to start online dating, and since the film has come out, I've been shocked at how many people have seen it and then reached out to me online and said, you know, I'd love to meet you or get a cup of coffee or talk about the film. And it's hard to resist, because I like to take things at face value. So if a person with a profile picture that is attractive to me and says something nice and is flattering, I mean, it's you know, the internet's a strange sort of, you know, unpredictable place, and it's hard to separate feelings that you have on the internet from feelings that you have in real life. And that's sort of what the movie explores.
Right. Now, my last question, what's your advice to people who are looking for love online, Mr. Nev?
Well, I think my first advice is don't do it on Facebook, because there seems to be no real sense of credibility. Anybody can make a profile about anything. I know some people who have found love on Match.com and other websites like that, where at least, you know, you're paying to some extent, and you're in a way committed to some level of honesty. But you know what? In the end of the day, the internet is a great way to meet people, and to connect and to open up and feel safe, but also vulnerable. So I say go for it. I'm glad that I went for it, and I'm glad that I had this intense experience, changed who I am, and for better or worse, you know, I'd rather have loved and lost than never loved at all.
Right, but we just don't want any more Catfish too, maybe.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nev, and good luck to you and your brother's careers.
Thank you, Mr. Manny.
All right, thank you.
You've just found like the tip of the iceberg.
You gotta stop. Put the camera down.